Good day, good people. It's your guy Lewis to the T, and I'm back with your 15th installment of Black History Month 2021. Today is Monday, February 15th, and it is also President's Day. So I definitely want to make sure I talk about the 44th President of the United States of America, President Barack Obama, who was elected November 4, 2008. I almost said 2005, that's when he became a senator, but who was elected November 4, 2008, a day that I will never forget. I was so excited on that day, one of the most exciting days of my life, not just because we were electing the first Black president of the United States, but because I was in Chicago. I had recently moved there for work, connected with a couple friends who would at some point become my roommates. Shout out to Derek and Chris. And we decided that we had to be in Grant Park for this historic event. We didn't know what was going to happen. We were hopeful, we were prayerful, but we were like, we have to be there. And so we were in Grant Park. When they made this announcement and we saw President, then Senator Barack Obama and his wife Michelle and their children walk onto that stage, it was complete chaos. It was unapologetically chaotic. We were hugging and yelling, and people were screaming and cheering, and it was exciting. It was a wonderful just slew of emotions, you know, tears, and just overwhelmed knowing what we had accomplished, what we as a people, what we as a nation had accomplished by electing President Barack Obama as a 44th President of the United States. A day I'll never forget, but it wasn't just his historic rise to presidency. President Barack Obama was actually only the fifth Black senator in U.S. history at that time. So he was number 5 out of 232 years of senators. 232 years of senators. We had only had 5, and he was the 5th. So we also want to give a shout out to Hiram Revels and his cause and his courage to become the first Black senator elected in 1870. Just days after the passing of the 15th Amendment, Hiram Revels, who was a Republican at the time, very different party, trust me, do your research, paved the way so that we could have President Barack Obama, then Senator Barack Obama, even think that he could be President of the United States, and then to accomplish it and to do so with such grace and such style and strategy. It wasn't just about his appearance, it was the strategy, it was the platform, it was who he presented himself to be at that time. And so, you know, we elected him, and we did so unapologetically. One of the things that happened during that point in time was that African American people were constantly being questioned, particularly prominent African Americans in politics and in culture being questioned, are you voting for him just because he's Black? That question came up over and over again, but I'll never forget the response of a gentleman who had been stopped on the sidewalk by a newscaster and said, are you voting for President Barack Obama just because he's Black? And he said, absolutely not, but it's a wonderful bonus, isn't it? And I never forgot that, because I always felt that way. I felt like I'm voting for him because I believe in his strategy and his methodology and his politics. They align with who I am as a constituent and as a voter. But the fact that he's Black and a man, I will not shy away from. I'm excited about it. It's a wonderful added bonus, but there are plenty of government officials who are both Black and male that I do not agree with. Some who are in office today, we have them at every level. We have congressmen and councilmen and senators. We have Supreme Court justices. They do not have my support. I do not align with their values. I respect the fact that they are there. They have a constituency. They have a responsibility to the people who believe as they believe, but they do not get my vote, and they are Black and they are men as well. So I tell people I unapologetically voted for Barack Obama and got the wonderful bonus and benefit of him being Black and a man. I'm sure that those demographics drew me to him to find out, who is he? You know, why is he here? I know who Hillary Clinton is. I know who John McCain is. I know why I should or should not vote for them, but who is this man? And so I did do my research, and that was a draw, but it is not the reason. But I unapologetically accept that I voted for him. And I don't feel obligated to explain. It's Black History Month. We're talking about history. We're sharing experiences. And so that was my experience. But, you know, to the title of the shirt, I want us to be unapologetic about who we are. During this Black History Month, one of the things I want us to get out of this, both Black and non-Black people, African Americans in our country, is that we can be unapologetic about Black love and Black pride. It represents all things good and positive and uplifting. This is a time during this month where we talk about and stress the value of our history and our contribution to this country. We do so unapologetically. If we explain it to you, if we have a dialogue about it, that is wonderful, that is awesome. Education is always in order and always welcome. However, we do not feel obligated to defend or to prove that what we do when we celebrate who we are is necessary. We do so unapologetically. We live our lives unapologetically being black. If it's moral and ethical and legal and upright in the eyes of the person who's doing it, do it with pride, do it with love. Express yourself. HBCUs are still necessary. Putting black before love or black before pride is still necessary. It talks about value and uplifting and things that are positive and great in the world of who we are as black men, women, and children and families. So today I offer that to you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please drop some comments below. Let's have a conversation. You'll see this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm your guy, Lewis to the T, and I'll see you all tomorrow.